Patty's Kitchen. Today we are going to be making 5 breakfasts. 3 sweet, 2 savory. They can be meal prepped. You can just make a small portion. It's up to you. But these are, I don't know, they're pretty good.
Nice.
And when have I ever let you down before? Except for that one time. Ooh, this looks unconsumable. Looks like actually a nightmare.
Bruh.
First bite, wish me luck. I promise you, this time will not disappoint, okay? So, let's go. We're gonna be starting with overnight protein oats. Yeah, it could be like 10 minutes. You just need them to soak a little bit, or you can eat them raw. That's up to you. I would recommend you let them soak a little bit though. Tools that would be good to have: a scale for measuring. It's not 100% necessary, but it is very helpful. So let's get right into it. I am going to be using a jar. You can see there's like little stickiness around it because this used to be a pickle jar. So if you like pickles or things that come in jars, these can second as things that you use later, cups. So yeah, we're gonna be using the jar. Ingredient 1, oats. I'm using old-fashioned oats. You can also use rolled oats. I wouldn't really recommend quick oats. Half a cup into the jar. Half a cup of oats comes out to about 53 grams. Next, chia seeds. 1 tablespoon. That is 13 grams. Next, protein powder of choice. I will be using Gorilla Mode Vanilla. You can use whatever you would like. 1 scoop. That one came out to 30 grams. Now for the liquid, you could use water. I'm gonna be using unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Yippee. You can also use a different milk, it's kinda up to you. 1 cup or 250 grams. This, holy shit. All right, now we gotta mix. I will not lie to you, I usually wouldn't make it in this jar. If you have the lids for these jars, it's very beneficial because you can just literally shake it. This is how the overnight proats turn out. Very nice, very lovely. We are going to cover them and put them in the fridge for at least 10 minutes.
11 minutes later.
All right, finished product. Again, you can top it however you would like. Also, reminder, the longer you let it sit, the thicker it's gonna get because the chia seeds will continue to soak in that liquid and it will get even better. It basically congeals overnight. It's incredible. So this will be like 20 times better tomorrow. Next, very similar but no oats, overnight chia pudding. You can go ahead and put all of these ingredients directly into your blending mechanism. 90 grams of blueberries, that's about half of a cup. 75 milliliters of unsweetened vanilla almond milk or milk/bev of choice. That's about 1/4 of a cup. 75 grams of non-fat Greek yogurt. Please stop coming for me with the Greek. It says Greek right here, okay? Turkish yogurt, whatever you want to call it. Take it up with corporate. 75 grams. 17 grams of chia seeds. That's about 4 teaspoons. Once you have all those goodies in there, it's time to blend. Transfer it to your jar or don't. That's up to you. Lastly, cover and let it sit in the fridge, preferably overnight, but at least 10 minutes. Then we're gonna come back and top it with some walnuts and a date. You can also top it with whatever you want. If you wanna top it with oats, if you wanna top it with cereal or granola, that is up to you. I just topped it off with 1 date and 10 grams of walnuts. It looks unappetizing, but I swear, it's basically like a tasty thick smoothie. Okay, moving right along to a savory option. We are going to be doing egg white muffin bites. Kind of like if you've ever had the Starbucks egg muffin bites. Similar vibe, except we're making them at home. Step 1, cut your vegetables. All right, maybe don't cut it exactly the way I'm cutting it. This isn't Gordon Ramsay. This is Chef Patty, so that should be, explanation enough. My eyes! The onion is done. Take your pan and onions into the pan. Next, cut your bell pepper. I think people usually do it like this. Whatever. Honestly, for the onion and the bell pepper, it's just like how much you want in there. I'm just gonna do half a bell pepper into the pan. Okay, so we're just gonna cook these on the pan for about 5 minutes until they're kind of, cooked. As that's happening, let's cut up our spinach. Spinach is cool. If it's difficult for you to eat spinach, you don't really like it, this next part is gonna make it way easier because when you cook it, it gets so tiny, it shrinks down. All right, that looks good to me. Okay, now while that's cooking, we're gonna multitask and also cook our turkey bacon. How many you use kind of depends on the size. Because these ones are humongosaurus, I'm gonna use 2. After your vegetables have been cooking to the point where you like them cooked, mine are a little crispy in there, you add the spinach for a couple minutes. As you can see, it's already wilted a very fair amount. This is kind of an optional step, but after your bacon is done cooking, pat some of the fat off. Especially if you're using a higher fat bacon, like this one really doesn't have very much fat, but pat the grease and then crumble. Now that our bacon is crumbled, 1 cup of egg whites. Mix in your vegetables. Okay, final preparation step. 56 grams or half a cup of non-fat or reduced fat cheese. I'm using mozzarella. Spice it with the spices of your choice. I'm going with paprika, salt, and garlic powder. Mix. Doesn't that look amazing? It actually doesn't look that bad. It kind of looks like some sort of soup. Anyway, now we're gonna transfer that into muffin tins. Make sure you spray them first with nonstick spray. Mine look like bundt cakes. It doesn't matter the shape. It's all the same. Vegetables, whatever. Final step, bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes. They look kind of burnt, but they're not burnt at all. I don't know why it looks like that. I swear they're not burnt. Okay, next we are going to be doing eggs and potatoes. I also like doing it with rice, but I just discovered right now that the cord for the rice cooker has disappeared. So no rice, and I don't feel like cooking it on the stove. So we're gonna do potatoes, because potatoes are awesome. Potatoes. Step 1, potato. I leave the skin on because that is like the most amazing part, but don't forget to scrub it real well, clean that tater. How you cut it really does not matter. I'm gonna actually cut them up into little sticks. Transfer. While I got my 150 grams of potatoes cooking over there, I'm gonna cut up some vegetables. Season however you would like. I'm just gonna be using the seasoning I had from before. So garlic powder, paprika, okay, next, 1 cup of egg whites, 1/4 cup of non-fat or reduced fat cheese, and then 2 of our turkey bacon slices. 1/4 cup of the cheese, which is also 28 grams. Season as you would like. I'm just going to salt it. This I'm probably just gonna scramble up, but if you kind of want to do like an omelet situation, that is on you. Finished product. Okay, I will admit those are a little bit burnt, but that's how I like them. Okay, that's how I like them. You don't have to burn them as much if you don't like them like that. That's completely fine. You can eat them raw if you would like to. Last but not least, we have banana chocolate chip protein muffins. All right, let's get right into it. Step 1, bowl for mixing. I am quite limited on my bowls, so we're just gonna go with this piece of Tupperware here. Enter 400 grams of banana. That's about 3 bananas of the size of banana that I had. Bruh. Mash your bananas. Now that our banana is nice and mashed, enter 200 grams of egg whites. Mix them in there. 100 grams of unsweetened. 100 grams of unsweetened vanilla almond milk. 45 grams of coconut flour. 90 grams of vanilla protein powder. Again, I'm using Gorilla Mind. Use whatever you want. 90 grams. That's about 3 scoops. 45 grams of peanut butter powder. 10 grams baking powder. 12 grams of 0-calorie sweetener. I'm using monk fruit. You can also use stevia, and I'm sure there's other kinds too. A wee bit of salt. Go ahead and combine everything. Now that we're done mixing, spray your muffin tins. Put the mixture in the muffins tins. Final step is honestly optional, but we're gonna be topping them with 30 grams of chocolate chips. Now into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 to 30 minutes. Beautiful! Look at those muffins! Good job! Okay, I'm back. Taste testing the muffins, the egg white bites. Superb, they're amazing. Very good, very tasty, very delicious, very sweet, very sensual, very fulfilling, very satiating. 10 out of 10. the overnight oats that have not been overnight. Again, they will be even better the longer you let them sit. And you can top them with whatever you want. I'm topping them with Love. Smells like vanilla protein powder. Mmm, so good and tasty. This is fire. 10 out of 10. The hash mixture, it's been sitting for a little while as I've been cooking, so it's cold, but you know. Still good. Vegetables,
Oh my God.
charred to an absolute crisp, just the way I like them. So good. Especially for something like this where you're kind of cooking to preference. You ain't gotta cook it like that. You don't have to burn it if you don't want to, but that's the way I like it. Very good. Okay, last but certainly not least, muffin time! Yay! They're still scorching hot because I just took them out, but I'm just gonna, ooh. Okay. Muffin time. These are bomb. These were really successful. 10 out of 10. Okay, and that is it for today. Those are 5 breakfast ideas to keep you satiated and fueled and ready to take on the day. Or you can have them as a snack, or you can have them as lunch or dinner, whatever you want. You can make them in bigger portions if you would like to meal prep. Or you can do what I did and just make like the smaller size. It's up to you. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know something else you might like to see. Just let me know, okay? Just let me know. Just let me know how it's going. Maybe comment, let me know what your favorite breakfast is, if you eat breakfast, if you don't like breakfast. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment that breakfast or something else. And I will see you next time. Adios!